Hossein made a decision. It was not clean. It was not right, but it felt necessary. There was a gas station 2 blocks away from their house, barely staffed, barely watched, but always open. Hossein had once fixed the manager's truck and knew the schedules. Late in the nights, it was just a teenager behind the counter and the flickering buzz of old fluorescent light. He did not bring a weapon, but just an old scarf wrapped around his face and a written note in his hand saying, "I don't want to hurt anyone. Just put the money in the bag." The boy, not older than 17 years, saw the desperation in Hossein's eye. He did not ask questions. He handed over a small amount of barely $200 and watched as the man vanished into the night like smoke. With the stolen money, Hossein bought groceries, bread, milk, eggs, canned vegetables, curry and fish. He returned home with bags of food like a victorious hunter. His wife stared at him, her mouth parted, but she did not ask where it came from. She simply helped him unpack. That night, his children ate full plates. Amina giggled for the first time in weeks. His wife kissed his cheek and whispered, "Thank you," though both of them knew something unspoken now lived between them. But peace was short-lived. 3 days later, the police came. They had reviewed the security footage, but clear enough. Hossein did not resist. He just nodded, kissed his kids goodbye, and whispered to his wife, "Tell them I did what I had to do." At his trial, Hossein stood straight and spoke only once. "I stole because my kids were hungry. I am not asking for mercy, only for understanding." The court sentenced him to 6 months in county jail. The town split in its opinions. Some called him a criminal. Others called him a father doing what the government had failed to do by creating jobs opportunities. When Hossein returned home in the summer, his kids ran into his arms. His wife cried against his chest. The town had changed a bit. The factory was reopening under a new management. Jobs were slowly trickling back. Hossein found work again, this time at a small mechanic shop. He never stole again, but he never apologized either. Because sometimes, when the world forgets your name, when systems break and neighbors turn away, love forces a man to cross lines he once swore he would not, but he did. Not for greed, not for pride, but for bread.